I'm back!
Bluntly.
Down on the ground.
One is you need to do everything local even if you think globally. It means that you don't have to have a networked strategy.
Bluntly, and
This
bluntly.
growth be considered as a panacea concerning development.
Economic growth in the Congo is on the paper, but it's not the reality.
There's evidence, especially among students, before graduating, you can see.
It may be strong, but people who are dealing with this, this is the problem. Or white people are not.
Bluntly, oui, Vanessa Yombrania.
From time immemorial, nobody has eaten omelette without bringing eggs. That's why we must polish up economic strategies in order to skyrocket. Do you have any ideas about economic development and welfare? Join us in this program. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Keep in touch.
Bluntly, and bluntly.
Bluntly, and bluntly.
Wherever you are, what's bluntly?
Bluntly is exciting.
Bluntly is my passion.
Bluntly is tremendous.
Thanks to Bluntly program, English is a reality in DRC.
Bluntly with Anise Yombranyama.
Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control.
Hello everybody, welcome to the program. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control in this program. Today's Bluntly is compelling. You know, can you imagine? Because we're focusing on something vitally important. Higher education and development in Africa in general and in the Democratic Republic of Congo in particular. Really important. That's why I'm not alone today. Right here and right now, we have Louise Mukengeshai. Hello, Louise Mukengeshai. How are you doing today? Yeah, Louise Mukengeshai is a managing director of Mojok Services here in Kinshasa, but from UK. Yes. Now you are in Congo, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm very happy. And now we have Monique Mukengeshai. Hello, Monique. Hello, while. You're a permanent guest. Yeah, even Louise, both of you, you're a permanent guest of Bluntly program. You are a deputy managing director of Mojok Services. Yes. Wow, you're so young with a company. I'm very happy. Now we have the Professor Reli Paul Eyale Bosela. Hello, Professor. I'm really delighted. I'm pleased to see you today for the first time on the Bluntly program. You are Congolese living in Bujumbura. Exactly. Yeah, I'm very happy. You are a rector of International Leadership University, Burundi, correct, but Congolese. Yes. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm blessed today with somebody from out of the country. Yeah, Louise Mukengeshai, would you take off? Look at the camera. Get the message right now about DRC. Good.
I, the undersigned, Louise Mukengeshai, hereby state that I love my country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, commit to work for its economic, political, and social progress on behalf of its people and my land. I also hereby commit to work in compliance with today's Bluntly TV show rules and state that all my speaking time will be fully devoted to speak bluntly,
and bluntly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Would you take a seat on my left? Professor, would you take off? You know, very important. This is a Bluntly way of doing things. Good.
I, the undersigned, Professor Eyale Bosela Remy Paul, hereby state that I love my country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, commit to work for its economic, political, and social progress on behalf of its people and my land. I also hereby commit to work in compliance with today's Bluntly TV show rules and state that all my speaking time will be fully devoted to speak bluntly.
Thank you, Professor. Thanks for singing like that. I'm very happy. Would you take a seat? Mojok Services Deputy Managing Director. Wow, my God. Let's go.
I, the undersigned, Monique Mukengeshai, hereby state that I love my country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, commit to work for its economic, political, and social progress on behalf of its people and my land. I also hereby commit to work in compliance with today's Bluntly TV show rules and state that all my speaking time will be fully devoted to speak bluntly,
and bluntly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control. As you can see, today's bluntly is exciting. It's really important. As we're going to focus on something which is very important, higher education and development in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But we're going to talk about Africa in general and even the world. Why not? What's going on about higher education to move our world forward without problem? What's going on right here, right now in the Democratic Republic of Congo? Find out.
Higher education in the Democratic Republic of Congo has been getting low since the 90s, both in terms of academic curriculum and student quality. The future of the country depends greatly on the quality education of its youth. That observation has recently been made by academic officials and the government. Lately, the collective of professors interviewed the Prime Minister to voice a serious problem, especially that related to their payment. Since those professors are getting older, they need to be replaced by the young professors. On this account, the third cycle teaching was granted to some universities for the training of professors. Only in that way could the DRC be able to achieve a sustainable development.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to start with the professor and get the message about higher education. What does it mean for you, first of all?
Higher education meant a lot to me because we cannot speak of a development for a country without education. And many of you, as you may be aware of Mandela's statement, which I quote, says, education is a weapon one can use to transform the world. So education is a weapon. So without education, we cannot even think about development. Development comes with education, and all forms of education, may it be informal, formal, basic education, secondary education, tertiary education. So it is the bolt of
everything comes from education.
Exactly.
Yeah, but as far as Democratic Republic of Congo is concerned, what can you say? What's going on?
You know, if you see the way education is in our country now, we always focus on research, degrees. We somehow forget about professional education. Today, if you go to Europe, which make Europe turn is not only those who have a big degrees, is those who did professional education. Plumbery, those shoemakers, masonry. Those people are the ones who make development of the country.
Here in Congo, plumbers are not respected.
They are not respected. This is the problem. Shoemakers are not respected. This is the problem. This is the problem. So we have to rethink our education. Even our curriculum should be reviewed somehow. Because there is a lot of challenging. We are going now in a new society. The world is becoming a small village.
A global village.
Global village. So we should come with new insight. You know, you should rethink.
Like the word inside, you know.
Exactly.
Oh my God. But there is a very important question here about you because you're from Bujumbura. You're a professor there and the rector of a big university. Are you the one who created that university?
Yes. I started that university from the grassroots. From nothing.
Why out of the country instead of doing that in Congo here?
Yeah, you know, when I finished my studies, my doctoral studies, I was sent to Kenya, where I was professor in Kenya. And then in 2010, our boss, the chairperson of all our universities, they let me put it in bracket to open a bracket. International Leadership University is a network of universities in Africa. It started in Kenya, and then Zimbabwe, Ghana, Nigeria, and lastly
English-speaking countries.
English-speaking countries. But in 2008, the chairperson of the board of our universities, Dr. Dela Dadevo, who is the VP, Vice President of Campus Crusade Worldwide, based in Orlando. So he met with...
a white man?
No, he's a Ghanaian.
A Ghanaian.
He's a Ghanaian. He loved the continent of Africa. And he speaks always about transformation of the continent. So he met with the president of Burundi, the current president, Pierre Nkurunziza, They meet in one of the summit that was organized by Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Then he heard about International Leadership University, that me and my family moved from Kenya to Bujumbura to start university. Yeah. And it was done.
It was done.
And we started with master's program.
How long have you been in Bujumbura teaching then?
This is my 5th year.
5th year?
My 5th year.
Wow. But why don't you think about Congo for the same project?
Yeah.
To move DRC forward, straight ahead.
You know, Anisette.
And straight away.
Africa has a lot of problems. But I see 2 main problems.
Which ones? The program is called bluntly. Don't be afraid.
Exactly.
Get to the message.
I will speak out about them.
Yes.
The problem we have is, first of all, bad leadership.
Yes.
Secondly, bad governance.
Yes.
If Africa, we solve the 2 problems.
You're talking about Africa in general?
In general.
Yes.
Because the problem we find in Congo, you find it everywhere.
Everywhere in Ghana, you know,
exactly.
South Africa.
You know,
that's right.
The continent of Africa is not poor.
How to get rid of these kind of anti-values?
That's what I'm saying. The continent of Africa is not poor. We are one of the richest continents in the world.
Yes.
All the raw materials which make those countries outside there to operate comes from Africa.
But why do we stagnate halfway?
Leadership.
Leadership.
Governance.
In Africa. But we have skilled people like you. You are an African. You are not a European.
Exactly.
From
so
Congo.
we need a room. We need a room
to
be given a room. You know, we have been having a kind of education, traditional education,
where
we have subjects like sociology or geography and so on. But we need subjects like leadership, governance, and so on.
Yes.
Those are the new subjects that we have to implement in our universities.
But do you work to make what you're doing known in the society?
Yes.
So that everybody may understand what's going on.
Yes, because I can speak loudly.
Do you make yourself understood?
Yes. I'm coming from Bujumbura.
Yeah.
And we had our former ambassador in Bujumbura, His Excellency State Minister Banamuhere.
Did you submit the project?
We discussed with them. He's the one, we traveled one time from Bujumbura to Kinshasa with him, just to look for a way, how could we introduce those programs in Congo? Because he came to see the university and he asked me, why can't you do this in the country you're doing here outside? I said, I'm ready to go to the country. And we came with him. But we didn't find a way.
Yeah, a lot of barriers.
A lot of barriers. We couldn't find a way.
Why don't you kneel down to pray so that God may answer?
We are still praying. We are still praying. And we believe that the situation will be sorted out.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me give the floor to Monique Mukengeshai. Louis, our festival. Yeah. Bluntly permanent guest. Higher education. What does it mean for you? And as far as the Democratic Republic of Congo is concerned, how can we describe higher education? And what should be done to improve it?
Well, I think as the professor just spoke, he mentioned 2 things that was very interesting.
Yeah.
He mentioned about to develop the country.
Yes.
We need professional education.
Yeah.
This is happening in Europe.
Yeah.
You know, people go to higher education to learn the profession.
Yeah.
They don't have to go to university. They don't have to go that long way.
Yeah.
There's other skills.
Not all of them you have to differentiate.
No, there's some, but there's skills job don't need to go to university. They can just go to profession and learn a profession well and then get certificate. It happens in Europe nowadays.
Yes.
You know, there's people who are gifted,
yes,
you know, to do things, but if they have to follow those university and all that, they can go. And as we see in Congo, people go, but there's no jobs.
We have many people at university, but after their studies, they become jobless.
Yes, there's no jobs, you know, and it's something that the country should think as well of doing. All these people who study, what are they doing if they study? It's just sitting at home with a piece of paper that you've been to.
Yeah, but it appears that there is a problem of education system. The way it is cannot allow our youth to move forward because there's nothing right.
In Congo, I've seen a lot of people studying.
Yeah.
You know, I even see like, you know, all the people studies and things like that. You go to university, it's packed. You go to schools, it's packed.
But it's a problem of meritocracy. There's nothing, you know, touchable like that. People go to university, but after that, there is nothing right happening to the society.
Yeah, this is something like, as you said, governance, something that, you know, they have to look, to tackle what is the problem, you know, and then move forward. And we have another problem as well in Congo, talking about education.
Yes.
We've seen lately professors, for universities,
yes,
you have to give them money, or they have to sleep with girls and things like that to give them grades and things
Sexual
like that.
transmitted
So this is
marks.
This is another issue we have in Africa. Yeah, to demonstrate that they're capable to do the job.
And there's something like kind of lack of creativity.
Yes,
in the DRC, in Africa, people are not creative.
Especially in the DRC as well, I do find maybe some people need to be sent into retirement.
Retirement?
Yes, to leave space for other people.
Yeah, hold the people.
If they do it in the military, why can't they do it in the professional world?
Yes.
Yes, so they should just send people. We go sometimes to institutions, you see very old people still working there.
Yes.
Whilst there's a lot of young people still looking for employment.
Yes.
And it's not fair. The world needs to carry on. They need to go to retirement.
It seems that in Africa, our education system is training beggars. After starting this nothing, people start begging money,
yes, because there's no job opportunities. It's very hard to get an employment in the Congo.
Yeah.
I came from the UK, and it was very hard for me to get a job in Congo.
Yes.
So imagine...
In your country, not in Congo, in your country.
Yeah. In my country.
Yes.
Yes, so I can only imagine the pain and suffering that most of the young people go through in this country.
Yes, but let me tell you that I'm proud of you because you have just created something very important of your own company, and you can, make one's living without problem.
Yeah.
How can you get the same message, for the Congolese?
But the
who can also create something instead of complaining.
Yes, but Mr. Nisse, you have to understand not everyone is skilled with the skill of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It's not everyone that can start creating their own business.
Yes.
But we were very fortunate after looking for jobs and it didn't work out.
But it's not magical, it's possible for somebody.
It's possible, but the funding is not available.
Yes.
If there was a scheme to fund young people into creating employment, then that would be okay. But the funding is very difficult in this country.
Yeah, good. Bluntly, bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control. That's the best topic, in 2015. When we talk about education, I think it's the first thing, in life. We cannot move forward without education. The first step in the world today, most in European countries, in the Western countries, education is a must for everybody. But in Africa here, in the third world countries, things are, going sometimes from bad to worst. That's the problem. How can we move forward without putting a particular emphasis on education? From time immemorial, nobody has eaten omelette without breaking eggs. That's why we must polish up economic strategies in order to skyrocket. Do you have any ideas about economic development and welfare? Join us in this program. This is Bluntly, our motto, our slogan. Stick around. We'll be back after the break. Find out. I'm back.
Bluntly.
Down on the ground.
One is you need to do everything local, even if you think globally. It means that you don't have to have a networked strategy.
Bluntly, and bluntly.
Growth be considered as a panacea concerning development.
Economic growth in the Congo is on the paper, but it's not the reality.
There's evidence, especially among students, people graduating. You can see.
It may be strong, but people who are dealing with this should be weak. This is the problem. Or white people are not.
Bluntly, oui, Vanessa Yombrania.
From time immemorial, nobody has eaten omelette without breaking eggs. That's why we must polish up economic strategies in order to skyrocket. Do you have any ideas about economic development and welfare? Join us in this program. Bluntly, bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Keep in touch.
Bluntly, bluntly, and bluntly.
Bluntly, and bluntly.
Wherever you are, what's bluntly?
Bluntly is exciting.
Bluntly is my passion.
Bluntly is tremendous.
Thanks to Bluntly program, English is a reality in DRC.
Bluntly with Anise Umburanyama.
Bluntly, bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Professor, I'm back to you. Now, the first question is about knowing what's going on in Bujumbura not politically speaking. I'm talking about education. It appears that you're, increasingly putting a particular emphasis on English also, as far as the education system is concerned there.
Yes, Burundi is a French-speaking country,
yeah.
But our university is an English-speaking university.
Yeah.
This means that all the programs
yeah.
are in English. From undergraduate, master degree, up to PhD,
yeah.
all the programs are English. Why? Why is that so? When we started the university, and I told people that we're going to have an English-speaking university,
yeah.
people could not believe. They think
that's
that
the first.
Yes.
The first in Bujumbura.
The first English-speaking university in Bujumbura.
Everything is taught in
Everything taught in English. Professors are coming from all over the world, and they teach in English. And I told people we are going to have an English-speaking university. They could not believe that.
Yeah.
Why is that so? Now they are seeing the reason we have chosen English.
Yeah.
Burundi is part of what is called East Africa Community.
Yeah.
And that economical community is composed of 5 countries. Those are Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and Burundi.
Yes.
The 4 countries, apart from Burundi, are English-speaking countries.
Yes.
So all the courses are taught in English, the 4 countries.
Yes.
But only Burundi remain a French-speaking country.
Yes.
Now, if we talk about economy, we have exchange, we have a competition in the market.
Yes.
So how will Burundian people become competitive in the market in East Africa if they don't know language?
Yeah.
So East Africa, that community has 2 main languages.
Yeah.
The first one is English.
Yeah.
The second one is Swahili, not even French.
Wow, not even French?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Is it?
The first language for East Africa community is English.
Yes.
And the second language is Swahili.
My God. Here are we wide of the mark in Congo. But now, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
What should be done to get back somebody like you? What's the condition? To leave Bujumbura and come back in Congo. Implement what you're doing here.
Somebody says that you cannot be prophet in your own country. They can't believe you.
Yeah, nobody.
People outside believe because I'm outside.
But in your country?
I still have, honestly speaking,
yes.
I'm in Bujumbura, but my heart is in Congo.
Your heart is here.
What I'm doing here, I said,
yes.
when are my people going to understand the need of having a school of leadership and governance? When?
That's the future.
This is the future of this world today. Governance, leadership, this is what we want.
Yeah.
For instance, I've been working one day in Paris.
Yes.
And I smell coffee.
Smell coffee.
Coffee,
Yes, coffee.
A strong coffee.
Strong coffee.
And I asked my daughter, Miriam, are you smelling this coffee? I said, yes, Dad.
Yeah.
Say, have you seen any coffee plantation in Paris here? Say, never.
Never.
Do you eat a lot of chocolate? I love chocolate. So, have you seen cocoa plantation here? Never. But those, where are they coming from?
Yeah.
Maybe those cocoa are coming from Cote d'Ivoire. Coffee is coming from Rwanda, Burundi,
from
Kenya, Ethiopia.
But not from Congo, where we have arable lands.
Congo now, I don't know, our coffee at a marketplace.
Nowhere.
It doesn't have any place now, for the time being. Yeah. Maybe we have, I'm not economist, but we have to ask economists, why is that so?
You are, a prominent man. What should be done instead of complaining? What should be done to help the country? That's the problem.
We should
What's your contribution?
This world, we should fight in the international market.
Yes.
No one is going to do it on our behalf. Congolese, no one. Those people, the surrounding countries, they know how to do the lobbying.
Yes.
They, in all levels,
yes,
they know how to do the lobbying.
Yes.
But Congolese people, we seem not to be the good people who do lobbying for ourselves.
Yes.
There is
but
a lot of bad will. There is a lot of bad will.
Bad will.
I see Anise progressing.
I say no.
And I say, why him?
Why not me?
Why not me? And I will do my best to
We are greedy,
block the road.
No, Congolese were a
This is
little
the
bit
problem.
greedy.
We don't love our country.
Yeah.
We don't love each other. This is the problem with Congolese people.
Yes.
You go, I never stay in Europe. I normally go and come back. But ask those who have been there. They have been there. You see Cameroonian, they are tight. You see those people. Congolese never been
and
together.
People think
never.
that professors are the ones who are getting the country failed.
I cannot. That is a strong statement. It's a very strong statement.
A strong statement.
It's a very strong statement. You have to double check that statement.
Yeah.
I don't think so. The problem, and you say, is because when we come back to education, there is a big gap between academia and private and public sector.
Public sector.
There's a big gap.
Why that gap?
We have to come back to our curriculum.
Yes.
Because those who are graduating, you see people in the public sector that will feel that they are useless.
Wow.
They don't know anything. So they prefer to get people who have experience. So those graduates, they are nothing. But public sector...
That's why we have all the people there.
I'm coming.
As she was saying,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
We
but
retire,
those people in the
retirement.
public sector or private sector never come back to to academia to ask them what the kind of graduate we need in the market.
Yes.
So somewhere that gap should be bridged by a kind of a big meeting between public sector and academia.
Who is going to do that? Who is going to provide the impetus?
We have the Minister of Higher Education.
Higher Education, yes.
We have the Minister of Commerce or Economy. So they have to have a kind of that kind of gathering. They call academia, private sector, and I participated in several meetings. If the country need me, I'll come
and
back.
Resign.
I will politely do it. I will politely do it.
Yes.
But I love my country, and I want my country to prosper. I love DRC. I've been born here. I grew up here, and I want to see my country, going further. Right?
You love your country. Does your country love you?
I don't know. It's up to you to tell me.
No, I cannot. You're the one who knows. Yeah, we always talk about mindset. There are key words in this program, mindset.
Yes.
Is it, the main obstacle?
It is the main obstacle. And as we talk about education, that is a part of education.
Mindset.
The mindset, first of all, to me, it comes from home as well.
Yes.
Where you educate your kid at home before you even bring them to school.
Yes.
So that mindset need to be taught by the parent at home for the kid to change that mindset.
Yes.
And this whole country, Congo, need to change the mindset.
They change the mindset, but let's put a particular emphasis on higher education, where we were saying, you said professors are always, disturbing students.
Yeah, this is a kind of mindset.
And the same way, students also disturb. Is it a waste of time at university today in Congo? And it's going to become a time bomb for the country? Because we are training people who are supposed to become leaders tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, the future.
You have to take it seriously.
Yeah, we are training the futures.
Yes.
But this generation has been wasting away.
Yeah.
Because they're not taking things seriously.
Yeah.
The professor are not taking students seriously. The students are not taking the professor seriously. So it's like the future of Congo is
Yes.
This is a big problem, and it's something that I think the government should tackle.
The government.
If we're looking for a better future for Congo, this is the problem to tackle.
The government has a lot of things to do simultaneously, apart from education.
Well, it is their responsibility.
You always,
Part of that, the education comes from the government. It is their responsibilities. They put laws. So that whenever they establish the law, they have to establish the law for education as well, because this is something very important. This is the future of the country.
We do not do things in depth.
No, we don't.
How can we move the country forward?
We do things that what we need,
Superficially.
Yeah.
And there is a question here. The education has suffered from decades of conflict, particularly in the Democratic Republic of Congo. If we go in Goma, to Goma or to North and South Kivu, both of them, people are really wide of the mark there as they suffered from, war a lot of years. What should be done to catch up that side?
Well, my point of view, to catch up on that side, they have to have like free education.
Free education.
Yeah. Because the
country, in the eastern part of
the country is poor,
I
have to say. Not all parents in Congo, I can even say in Kinshasa, because I'm in Kinshasa, can afford school, So if they're thinking about doing free education, that might help.
Yes.
You know, because the more you go to learn, you read, you study, you learn how to move on in life. You know, and that's for, you know, from little one to higher education. So it's very important.
Yeah, when you were in UK, there is a good way of doing things.
Yeah, for education.
Yes, education. Yeah. Why don't you even, write something like a project? Tell us more about what's going on in the UK. How do they work, to move the country forward as far as education is concerned, so that DRC may also, do the same. You also only talk on TV,
I'm not only
but
talking,
without writing.
The professor, the good people, they say they came here for this project.
Yes.
And then they were lost.
They were lost.
So
Why?
A blockage
Why were they
somewhere.
lost? Who blocked them?
I don't know. We need to ask the professor who blocked them. There was a blockage somewhere.
Yes.
So you can do all this project.
Yes.
You bring it, but if they don't want to hear your project, that's another problem.
But do you think this country can change one day?
Oh, yeah.
In terms of mindset?
Definitely. Everything is possible in life.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
You
just have to have the good... No. It's not believing.
Yes.
If you want to change, you will change. If you don't want to change, that's when you're going to stay. It's a willing of the Congolese people to change.
Yeah. Statistically speaking, do you know how many Congolese are qualified today?
There's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yes.
Out
of 100.
Sitting in this table here, we are qualified.
No, out of 100, how, in terms of percentage?
Statistically, I don't know. That's why I say we need to do all these survey statistics and things like that, which the country, we don't see. They might do it, but it's not
visible
for everyone to see. Yeah.
You have to get involved. Why don't you get involved?
Well, how do we get involved?
Because tomorrow...
Do you even do like... asking people to come.
People will ask you questions.
No, you
don't complain. You were there, and you should do something.
No, you need to do those kind of projects. You ask people, we're doing this program.
Yes.
People are free to come to the program, come to participate, give your mind, your point of view and things like that. People will come. There's a lot of people who doesn't do anything in this country, just sitting there wasting their time.
Yes.
So if you get people involved into this kind of project, you will have a lot of ideas, and then that.
What's your contribution in DRC?
My contribution?
Yes.
I'm talking to Black.
As far as education is concerned, you're getting the message.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Monique Mukingeshai, how to revitalize education system in terms of strategies in Congo?
Okay, in terms of strategies, I do think as well one of the main problems is that there's a lot of universities.
Yes.
And I'm not even sure if some of them are competent enough to teach people. Even myself, I can go and open a university today and no one will come and check if my professors are qualified or anything like that. That's a main issue that I find.
Yes.
Whereas a certificate from Congo is not recognized anywhere in the world. If you go to the UK, you don't even get a job, even if you're a qualified doctor from Congo.
Because of studying in Congo?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Whereas in the olden times, the University of Lubumbashi was a very reputable university.
And Kinshasa University also?
Yeah, in Kinshasa as well, Unikin was a very reputable university.
Yes.
But now it's just, the competence is just gone.
Yes.
And most of the people are sending their children to study abroad. And what message does that show us? Most of our leaders send their children to study abroad.
Yeah.
What does that show us? That universities in Congo are useless?
Does all of this touch, Congolese rulers' heart to...
They send their children to study abroad, so I don't think it touches them.
Yeah, it doesn't touch them, yes.
I doubt it does, because if it did touch them, there would be a change. But nothing is changing. It's becoming worse. And I even saw Chinese people opening a university. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why are they teaching? They can't even speak French.
Cannot even speak French.
Yes.
And they create a university.
Yeah.
In Chinese here.
Yes, what's going on?
It's a business.
It's a business,
And it's not forbidden.
It's not.
It's not forbidden. But why do you question Congolese professors?
Why do I question them?
You question them.
Because of the media. Because of people like you, Mr. Nisei. Journalists. That's what they show us.
Yes.
All they show us is that professors here have to be bribed, and that's all we know.
Bribery. That's, laughable.
Yes, it is. But that's the reality. It's not only in Congo. It happens a lot in Africa.
Yes.
But, I mostly know about Congo.
But what are the main causes of what's going on?
Maybe they're not well paid. Professors in the UK are very well paid.
Even in Congo, they have a lot of money. They have cars. The government bought for all of them cars. You see, they have cars.
Yeah, they bought it recently.
They are paid, each month.
Recently.
Yeah, recently.
Yes, but what happened to all those years that they were not paid properly?
Yes.
Because I know professors, a lot of professors here are like beggars.
Beggars.
So when a student gives them $100, you know,
yes,
what happens?
And they also sell their handouts, their documents to students.
Yes, it does happen till today. Yes, it does.
Yes, Democratic Republic of Congo. If we talk about Africa in general, what's our position today in Africa?
We are evolving. I do think we're
prospering. Are we evolving?
Yes. Maybe not education-wise, but in other sectors we are evolving.
Other sectors, yes.
Yes, there are changes happening.
You have a glimmer of hope
that
we're going to, you know, skyrocket one day.
One day, yeah. Maybe not this generation or
Don't
the
do politics here. Yeah.
But it will happen.
Yes, it will happen. Yes. Also about higher education in Democratic Republic of Congo, there are students who are smart, you know, who can, you know, go forward, but without money, as we do not have scholarship, they're blocked. Can the government do something about it, even though you are not a member of the government? What should be not support this kind of people who are smart to see somebody, oh my, this guy is a genius. But without money, nobody can help him, as we don't have scholarship system here.
Yeah, they should. I think we should write a project for the Minister of Education and bring those issues forward.
You should.
Yes, we should.
But you do not.
All hands make it work.
Yes.
We should all work together and make a change. I think we should.
We all only talk like that, but we not implement things on the ground. Are we pragmatic in DRC?
We will start being pragmatic.
When are you going to start being?
Next week I come and see we do a project and go see the Minister of Education and make a change.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control in this program. As you can see, bluntly, you know, is getting ahead. As you can see, we're talking about education, very important, Africa and Democratic Republic of Congo. We never skyrocket without putting a particular emphasis on education. In Democratic Republic of Congo, you know, we must work hard about that. You know, a journey of 1,000 miles always begins with one step. And the starting point, as I'm telling you, is education. You know, tighten your belt, because English programs become mandatory on television. Apart from bluntly watching, we do have another vitally important called the newscast. Newscast is as well a big opportunity for you to get the message and move the country forward without problem. Stick around as usual. We'll be back after the break. Find out.
From now on, English program has become mandatory on television.
Watch newscast and you will be knowledgeable.
Newscast with Anissé Yomborania.
Last Friday, any morning of Congolese president set a particular emphasis on the implementation of outlines of business.
Newscast with Anissé Yomborania.
Thanks for watching and goodbye from Kinshasa. Keep in touch. Thank you. Thank you very much. Professor, we are on bluntly, and here we are not scared. You can talk about anything here, but as we're talking about education, let me come back on the last question I have just asked. What are the main causes of the failure we are living on the ground, in DRC particularly? Would you touch the reality?
In terms of education, the failure is the condition in which the lecturers and teachers are working on.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow them to do research. The salary that they are receiving is meaningless.
Meaningless?
Yes.
My God.
It is meaningless. If you compare to just a neighboring country, you see the giant Congo, with all resources that we have.
Potentially.
We cannot. All these small countries around us could not stand. But you know, a professor from Congo, what does it mean, a professor, being professor in Congo? Do you give them opportunity to do research, deep research, and publish? You know, one of the mandate for a university has 3 mandates.
Yes.
One is teaching.
Yeah.
Second is research.
Yes.
And the third one is service to community.
Service, yeah.
Service to community. If you put the 3 together, then we can say we have succeeded in our mandate of educating people.
Yes.
But what you will see, mostly we just stop in step 1, teaching, and that's it.
Oh my God.
Research, how many are publishing articles in scientific journals?
Even small books, even brochures, nothing in Congo.
This is the problem. Now, you do your research.
Yes.
You get the outcome of the research.
Yeah.
How will your research help the community?
Yes.
Because you do research to
Help
solve
the
the problem.
country.
To solve
Yes.
the problem in the community. How many of our research is solving our problems?
Yeah. And here we only publish in politics, field.
You think that politics is the one which
money.
can, sustain
Yes.
a country. No, not
Yes.
politics. All kind of research, we should implement the outcome of the research in the to the service to the community.
Yes.
And this is not being done. And also, I really appreciate what she said.
Yes.
I also appreciate what we talk about professional education. INPP is doing something good.
Yes, IPP, yeah.
INPP.
And it's a modern company now, the Preparation Professionnelle.
The Preparation Professionnelle.
Yes.
We need to have those kind of institutes.
Many of them across the country.
Across the country. This is what we need.
Yes.
For the development. We need to have the shoemakers. We have to have, those carpenters
and agricultural
here.
Universities to train people who can invest in farming.
Congo today, we cannot just, stick on our mineral,
diamond, cobalt.
No, agriculture.
Without the industry.
Our development
Yes.
will come through agriculture.
Agriculture.
This is my point of view. It may not be true for other people, but me, I think if we aim to agriculture,
yes.
we can develop our countries. We can export food.
Yes.
But unfortunately, what we had, we cannot even feed our own people in the country.
Yes.
The land we have, many people, they envy our land. They want this. I remember one time.
And we don't exploit
as
we should.
Drive from here, go to Bakongo. You see space, just nothing is being done.
There.
You go to Bandundu, the same.
It's for tourism.
You go to Equateur, I cannot speak about that.
Yeah.
But
everywhere.
Europe, you will not see the blank space.
Nothing.
You are driving, you see the column of they are planted, and all kind of plantations.
Yes.
But we are starving here, Anisette. We are starving. Why? It is not normal. So agriculture should be revalued. I'm sure Bukangalozo is
going to.
It's going. Yeah, it is starting, but this is just one for Congo. What does it mean, Bukangalozo? For Congo,
we need 100 Bukangalonzo.
Not even 100. At least 10 of them.
Yes, just the starting point.
At least 10 of them.
Yes.
And not only produce, we produce for local consumption, and we can export. It will bring a lot of, foreign currencies.
Yes.
We need to do that.
We need to do. We only speak. When are we going to start?
Those are listening to us.
Those.
The policymakers.
You're also part of them. You're also collaborators.
I'm motivating them.
You're motivating them.
Yeah, maybe they are led slumbering. Maybe they are, they're dozing. So I'm waking them up. That agriculture is the key point for the development of this country.
We have to start
and we have that potential.
But when you go to Kinshasa University, find out the Department of Agriculture, there is nobody of agriculture. Nobody there, a student. Everybody goes to do, magistracy and...
this is the problem. We have to come back to that. We have to come back to that. We have to rethink how can we value agriculture in this country. How can you value that? I remember that the other time back when we have Ntele, you remember Ntele, producing the juice cane in the cane, producing tomato and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We can do more.
More than.
We can do more.
The development, I like it.
The development is just near the door.
Yes.
It is there.
Yes.
It is there. It is not far. So it's up to us, Congolese, to do something. And there's something I wanted to do to say also is that Congolese, they don't love their countries.
And they don't love each other also.
You will give them a scholarship. You go to Europe to study.
Yes.
You will not come back.
It appears that when they come back, you do not hire them. There is a kind of discrimination.
This is the problem.
This is what they always tell me.
This is also the problem. This is the problem. The environment, working environment.
Yes.
No, we have to create. You give someone a scholarship. You want to gain knowledge. He's coming back. Create a good environment for him to do something for the country.
When you are smart, you become like an obstacle. It's an obstacle, the fact of being smart.
This is because we don't work on the meritocracy.
Meritocracy.
This is the problem.
And we must change our mindset.
We must change our mindset,
yes.
Not only working on a political party, because this is not my political party, I can hire. No, not all of the people are not the political party. I'm not in any political party.
Yeah.
So if you see someone who has a brain, even if it doesn't
you have to use that brain
use that brain for the country, for the sake of the country.
My God.
This is the problem.
We think that the big industry of making money is politics. No, people do not trust the teachers.
I don't believe so. Money should not be made by politics.
Yes.
We have places where money could be made. Entrepreneurship, we have agriculture, and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Education, we have parliamentarian, we have ministers. Where did they go through? They passed through education.
Yeah.
We have to value education.
A springboard.
Exactly. We have to come back to see the importance of education.
Absolutely.
And also review our curriculum. We have been complaining a lot of corruption and whatever. Do you have any course taught at the primary school against corruption?
Yeah.
High school, any course taught against that, integrity and so on? Do you have any course? Nothing. So we have to come back, even review somehow our curriculum for education, and put things that are relevant. Most of the courses we are having are not relevant. You know, I went one day to US, and I was asking in a class, you know, high school.
Yes.
I talk about Congo, and I said, "What is Congo?" He said, "Congo is in France."
In France? What does it mean?
You know, they don't care. But you ask just one of our people, our young here, where is France? Ron, he will tell all this kind of stuff.
They know, but here,
they don't
wide
know
of the mark.
This is the problem.
You have to make a choice between being a teacher and being somebody else in Congo. It appears that being a teacher in Congo is like, you know, craziness. People do not like to become teachers because teachers are suffering in Congo. They're starving, as the professor, has been saying. While in the past, being a teacher, that's the great job.
For me, being a teacher,
underestimate?
I think everybody is a teacher somehow in life. You teach people going to, not in a salary way, but you teach your kids, you teach, you teach other people manners, and you teach people through. But I wanted to say something about what he said, what the government should think doing about agriculture. We have prisoners. What do the prisoners do? In other countries, the prisoners, they shouldn't just sit in the prison. They should go and do those labor. We have there's so many prisoners in this country. There's all these Kulunans, all these Sheges, and all these people. Give them something to do, an activity. You know, they could do those lands, sow the land, and then they could record and eat. So they will stop those poverty on the road all over the place.
Yeah, if we have farms, for instance.
We have land.
No,
we have land. There's land everywhere. What is the job of the prisoners? Prisoners should work for the country.
Yes.
You know, they shouldn't just be sitting in a prison, get beaten up or things. They should pay in a way of doing agriculture for the country.
Our Kuluna and street children must be hired.
This is something they should do.
We have a lot of forest.
The countries. We have millions Congolese here in this country, so I don't see that's the problem.
And this country needs reforms in terms of education system.
Yeah.
What should be done? How can we reform our education system?
Oh, that's that should be a question for a professor.
And people think that our youth must be sensitized to know that apart from becoming, for instance, lawyer and magistrate, even though you are a simple breeder, a breeder can also, contribute to the development of his country. Mostly in Europe, breeders are, wealthy.
Yeah,
most of them farmers. I'm talking about farmers in general.
The TV should teach as well. What is our TV teaching?
Bluntly is teaching.
No, apart from bluntly.
Yes.
You went away for 5 years. You come back. What is the TV teaching? Music, singing, dirty stuff on TV.
Yes.
This is where the generation is dying.
And you also dance from time to time.
No, I'm saying it doesn't have to be all the time on TV.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be all the time. So they should show like programs that can educate people, educate and educate.
In Lingala, in French.
Yes, in all the languages.
Yes, yes. And always I'm talking about reforms. In many countries, there are kind of organization, they create cooperatives, where people can meet, contribute, they keep money together, then they can help people, the poor, something like that. Why don't we create cooperatives, mostly through farms, and we can help the poor to become wealthy. Even the poor can send their children to school.
The problem is, in country, people itself are greedy.
Greedy?
Yeah, there's another problem. When you say people don't like each other, there's greediness as well inside.
Yes.
You know, so it's something that we should try to work on, to move on.
To work like a team.
To stop the greed, yeah.
Stop being greedy.
Yeah, we should have like charity. People can give like 1,000 in charity. But then you're going to put someone in a charity, the person is going to steal the money and go.
Is it possible
so this is
to get rid of greediness?
It's very difficult. Like the professor said, we don't love each other. So as long as that's the mindset in Congo, as long as my children go to university, I don't care about my neighbor's children.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Congo.
Yes.
Whereas, like he said, in other countries, they have schemes where banks sometimes can finance people to go to universities.
Yes.
And then after you get employment, you can pay back the bank.
Yes.
If there were schemes like that, it could work.
Yeah. Need loans for students.
Yeah, loans for students. Yeah, that would work.
In America, there are people who learn without money, but when they finish their studies, then they can start paying.
To America?
South
Africa here.
Only in South Africa here.
But then there is no jobs. How can the bank give you this funding if they know you will never have the job at the
If
end
we do
of
not
it?
have, how can the bank trust?
The bank will
No,
our banks do not trust.
When the banks want to hire expats,
we
they
only
hire
have
people from
18
Congo.
banks in Congo, just 18.
Yes, 18 banks has how many employees? The banks are all over Congo.
Yeah.
They have a lot of open spaces for employees, but they rather hire people from abroad. If they can hire Congolese people from here, then things might work.
Yeah. Agricultural banks can also be created in Congo to hire people.
Of course.
Or give, money to people so that they can, refund.
Yeah, give people an opportunity,
Without problem. Just one word about reforms. She said that question should be asked, to you. What should be done in terms of reforms? Then we finish there.
I think we should review our curriculum.
Educationally
because
speaking.
there are some unnecessary courses
Yes.
that we found in our curriculum which need to be replaced
by
the new trend of
we have
courses.
a Belgium system here,
Themselves, they have left that system. We have
They were
remained in
left.
the system. Where
Good.
Belgium themselves,
They
they
have
are
left
not there.
that system.
They are not there. They are
Good.
not there. They left.
They left. That's how we are stuck.
If we go worldwide.
Yes.
Gradua. Where are you going to find a Gradua? In which country in the world?
Yeah.
You go to Belgium, you find a Gradua. It doesn't exist.
Wow.
Only here in Congo.
Yes.
But I've heard that they're going to change now because there is a law that has been passed that they're going to move.
If you were a minister in charge of education, or tomorrow if you become the minister in charge of education, what will be your first step?
I will tackle, first of all, the curriculum that has been set up for years.
For years.
And we have people in Congo, brain professors, who can review that curriculum. And
kick out those who will refuse.
Yes. Of course, because if you want to move, you need an omelette.
Yes, you have to check the eggs. Yeah, that's bluntly.
People may be unhappy, but we want to save country. Our focus is the nation.
Yes,
to save the
not
nation.
individual.
Not individual.
Yeah,
I may be thrown out, but as long as I do something good, you throw me out, but it will continue.
Good.
This is the problem. We have to love this country.
Love the country.
Love the country. Serve it with all the heart.
And move forward.
Move forward.
Good. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Oh my God. Today, bluntly was really compelling. Compelling, I'm telling you. It's not a matter of speaking English here, but get the message in terms of the content. As you can see, Professor and both ladies from UK, really wonderful. I'm blessed today. Bluntly in association with Find Out. Nothing. I'm still shameful. From top to the bottom of my screen, there is nothing here. I'm looking for an advertisement. I'm going to put it here. This program is watched worldwide. And I'm telling you, if you want to get your clothes well sewed, go to Marcia. There is something good. As you can see, how, am I dressed? Well dressed today. I'm telling you. Open your checkbook. Very important. Would you stand up and conclude the program? I'd like to talk to you, Mutual Services, Deputy Managing Director. Would you go there and get the message about your conclusion? What do you tell the Prime Minister about DRC, education?
Yes, my conclusion is that education system definitely needs to be reformed.
Yes.
Just like the army, the police was reformed. If as much time was given into education, then we'll move forward. Because education is the future for tomorrow.
Good. There. Professor, to sum up, to sum up about education. What should be done? What should the Prime Minister Mataponyo do about education to move DRC forward without problem?
I think a law has been passed to move from the old system to LMD system, which is a system which is centered, focused on the students, instead of having the former system whereby the lecturer is the one who owns on the knowledge. So I will ask the Prime Minister to try to speed up the process of starting the LMD system. And also I would like to call upon those, the Minister of Higher Education, to try to focus also on professionalism. Not only for research, but institutions like ENPP, to duplicate them in all the country, because those are the ones that sustain the economy of the country.
Thank you very much, Professor. I'm very happy of having you here today on Bluntly. We do stay on the same line. Good. To sum up, get the message.
Well, education, education, education. That's the future of the country. That's the future of generation to generation. And I think our government and the whole of Congo should think to educate the country. And the country is good education and education the nation.
Good. Bluntly, bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control in this program. Today's Blunt was compelling. All is well, that ends well. Thanks for watching and goodbye from Kinshasa. We are the Democratic Republic of Congo. All the best and keep in touch. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next time. Thank you. Appreciate it, all of you. Wonderful. Keep in touch and get in touch with Bluntly program. Next time. Thank you. Goodbye.